What's up, guys? Welcome back to Open Discussion. So for today's quick video, I wanted to briefly go over the hot topic right now in the science fiction universe, the Star Wars Episode 9 teaser trailer. This teaser is about 2 minutes and three seconds, and yeah, this is pretty dang close to a full-on trailer, so I can just imagine what we'll be saying soon. But yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We'll also be talking about some Game of Thrones, because the new Game of Thrones season's coming out, and I got a lot to talk about on that. But yeah, going back to the Star Wars Episode 9, I wanted to really go over a few things on there, like my reactions, what I think about Darth Sidious, who is the Skywalker, and things like that. So right now, as you probably see, I have the Star Wars trailer in the background. And yeah, when I initially saw this trailer, I'm not gonna lie, super pumped. I watched it live with everybody who was watching online during the live stream at the Star Wars celebration. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of happy. The Last Jedi was a big movie. It divided a lot of Star Wars fans. And I'm not gonna lie, initially coming into this movie, I was a little hesitant. I knew I was gonna watch the movie regardless, because I'm a big Star Wars fan, and I had to go ahead and finish out this last part of the trilogy. But yeah, after watching the trailer, it got me a little bit more pumped. The characters look good. I'm liking the new costumes for a lot of them. I'm liking the cinematography a lot. I'm definitely liking that a lot, especially with the part where Kyloand was hitting that one dude with his sword. That part was nice. I'm liking Fann's new outfit. I'm liking that Lando's back, rocking his old outfit from the Solo, you know, the one with Childish Gambino in there. We saw some jetpack troopers too in the trailer, which I thought was pretty cool to actually see that action in the movies instead of just the video games like Star Wars Battlefront 2. And yeah, overall, I was kind of intrigued. I'm liking a lot of what I'm seeing so far. And on top of that too, it looks like we got a part of the Death Star 2. Looks like they'll be having a play in the movie. And also, right at the end of the trailer, we get a Darth Sidious little laugh, which I'm super excited about, because that can bring a lot of possibilities. So my overall reaction was pretty good, pretty happy. They did a good job with this teaser trailer for the most part, for getting people like me back on board on watching Star Wars. I watched some other YouTubers earlier today, and they were also pretty happy for the most part on this. So that's good news. That's good news. You know, it wasn't a garbage trailer. So right now I got my fingers crossed. So now let's go ahead and talk about Darth Sidious. So at the end, we do hear Darth Sidious laugh. It was already talked about online. It was already confirmed that Darth Sidious will be in the next Star Wars. So yeah, that's super exciting. We don't know in what capacity he's going to be in there. We don't know if he's going to be in a Force vision, or will he actually be alive? Will he actually be Snoke, or the person who was controlling Snoke behind the scenes? Also too, this could be a clone. Apparently in the old books before Disney took over and made those non-canon, Darth Sidious actually made a clone of himself, if I'm not mistaken, because I believe he was scared that he may die, so he made a clone of himself. So this could actually be a clone, or this actually could be like the first him. Maybe somehow he survived in the Death Star. We do see it. It looks like we do see a part of the Death Star on the planet, or in the ocean, or going in the water, right there at the end of the trailer too. So maybe he could have possibly lived in that, or maybe it's a clone in there. We don't know yet, but it's super exciting to see, or to wonder in what capacity Darth Sidious can be in this movie. Now, we got J.J. Abrams as the director again, same as we had in Episode 7. So I'm hoping that we'll actually have something pretty good with Darth Sidious. If we were Rian Johnson making Episode 9, I would probably be super scared, because he would probably die too in like 5 seconds. But since we are having J.J. Abrams back, I'm pretty sure in whatever capacity we do get Darth Sidious in, I'm pretty sure it will be pretty positive for the most part, and I'm pretty sure it will help bridge the gaps between the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, and now the sequel trilogy. So now, let's go ahead and talk about who is the Skywalker. Now, this is Star Wars with Rise of the Skywalker, and a lot of people right now are thinking that Rey is a Skywalker. Now, I'm one of the people who don't think she's a Skywalker anymore. Initially, when Episode 7 came out, I was thinking maybe she could be a Skywalker, or maybe a descendant of Obi-Wan Kenobi, or heck, maybe a descendant of Darth Sidious or somebody else we don't know about, or maybe like a bad guy or something like that. Seeing how these first 2 episodes have went in this sequel trilogy, I'm really doubting that she is a Skywalker. Who is the Skywalker? In one point, you guys just can't take it at face value. And I saw a good post by Boss Logic. He's probably going to be the image I use for this video, and it's Luke Skywalker, and he looks like a freaking beast. He has the green aura. He's floating. It looks like he's perfectly mastered the Force. So with the Rise of the Skywalker, if Darth Sidious comes back, we could actually see Luke come back, and not in a ghost form, but like actually come back in the flesh. Maybe doing one big battle, maybe getting his last time to shine, like how a lot of us wanted him to do in Episode 8. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Maybe with the Rise of Sidious again, maybe we'll get Luke Skywalker back in the flesh, and he's going to be a beast, a true Grandmaster that all of his fans have been waiting for a long time. So if that happens, that would be super cool. But yeah, looking at that artwork, I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see Luke back in the flesh, not a Force ghost, back in the flesh. I want to see him a beast in the power of the Force. I want to see him slicing and dicing and throwing stuff down and destroying a lot of stuff with just the Force, and maybe the lightsaber too. But that's what I'm hoping. That's what they're talking about with the Rise of Skywalker. But yeah, I'm pretty positive that Rey is not a Skywalker. If anything, she could be part of the Obi-Wan Kenobi family, possibly. Maybe when we know Kenobi was trying to take care of Luke, or trying to just make sure that he's okay when he was a young kid. Maybe he was busting cheeks and had a daughter and he didn't know about her, maybe. So yeah, that I could definitely see that. Also too, it could also be literal in this way too, and I'll get back to that shortly. But for all the people who are Star Wars fans, you already know about Thrawn, right? Or at least people who like watch things outside of just the movies. Now, Thrawn is part of the Chiss people. I forgot how to pronounce that correctly. They're pretty much a race of people that are blue, and they're like in the unknown or like outer regions. And with the Chiss people, they actually have a name called the Skywalkers for people who can navigate through their space, since it's like very chaotic in their territory or homeworld. So, in one of the books or audio novels, something like that, if I'm not mistaken, I was doing some research on that too. Apparently, Thrawn had thought that was ironic, for his people to have that Skywalker name, for those people who are pretty much like adapting the Force and who could navigate in their chaotic space, who could transverse that. They had that special class of Skywalkers in their own region. Just a random name, but I guess it kind of makes sense. Skywalker, maybe they're able to walk in the sky or fly in the sky. That kind of makes sense. And then we got Anakin Skywalker. When he meets Anakin Skywalker, he thinks that's crazy too, because Anakin Skywalker, he's a beast in the Force. He's not related to the Chiss people or anything like that, but he is very adept in the Force, and he's also a Skywalker. So that's a cool parallel between the two. With some people thinking that maybe Rise of the Skywalker, it could be based on the Chiss people. Maybe we might have a Chiss invasion. It could be a Yongzheng. I suck with my we're trying to remember the names, but I'll probably have it on there on the channel if I decide to write that down there. But yeah, it was another group of people in the outer regions that Palpatine was preparing to attack, or was pretty much preparing his empire for. He was preparing for that invasion from the outer regions. So if we do get Darth Sidious back, maybe we really may actually get a semi-invasion from the outer region from the Chiss people, or maybe from the actual Yongzheng Fung people in the actual books before they became non-canon. We're not for sure yet, but that Skywalker, it could be based on these aliens. Now for the movie, they may end up changing those outer region people to just the Chiss people, so we're more likely to understand or see it better. But yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking on that. Also too, with the Skywalker name, maybe Rey starts a new Jedi Order, and they're called Skywalkers. Maybe they aren't called Jedi anymore. Maybe they're called Skywalkers. In that case, who is the Skywalker? The Rise of Skywalker. It could be the rise of her, since she's now a Skywalker now. This is another name she may start using for Jedi. And we may see more Jedi, or now they may be called Skywalkers. So yeah, right now, again, this is just a teaser trailer, but there's a lot we can get from that Skywalker name. So I'm very intrigued to see exactly which one is going to be right, or if any of those are going to be right when that movie comes out. Now, I want to go quickly over, will Kylo turn good? Now, I'm not for sure, to be honest. Initially, I kind of thought he may turn good in episode 8, but I'm not quite for sure, to be honest. I have some people saying, yeah, he'll probably turn good. I've seen some people saying, nah, he'll probably stay evil. If Darth Sidious does come back and he's actually in the flesh and not a vision or a ghost, and we don't see any invasions, well, actually, if we do see a invasion in the outer regions, I'm pretty sure that Kylo may end up turning to the good side, at least to fight those people back, and then maybe he may make a truce with Rey and the Skywalkers, and they just, they're both able to coexist at the same time. Now, if Palpatine or Sidious doesn't come back in the flesh or a clone, he's just like a Force ghost or Force vision, then yeah, I'm pretty sure Kylo probably will stay bad on this one. I'm not sure if he's gonna exactly die on this movie. I'm pretty positive that Kylo Ren probably will live. But yeah, if Sidious doesn't come back in the flesh, if Sidious is just like a Force ghost or something like that, I'm pretty positive that Kylo will stay bad. Now, we got a new girl. If you saw the Star Wars Celebration, when we saw the trailer, you did see her in there. She's rocking the yellow and like a little cape. And a lot of people are wondering, who is she? Now, I'd say the far majority of people right now are probably still thinking that she's probably Lando's daughter. I'm thinking that too. Stephen Colbert, when he was talking on the Star Wars Celebration, he was also talking about that. He was asking, is your father on the stage? And the actor or the actress, she pretty much played the fifth. Pretty much saying that Lando is a smooth talker, and he probably got a lot of kids throughout the galaxy. So yeah, I'm pretty positive that new girl is probably going to be Lando's daughter. For the most part, since Lando probably won't be able to do that much action. But and in the trailer you do see him, he's able to still fly the ship perfectly. So probably he'll be doing the ship stuff, and she'll probably be on the ground doing her thug dizzle. So yeah, I'm thinking that girl probably going to be Lando's daughter. And also too, it doesn't hurt that, see, he has on all the yellow on and that little cape, kind of reminiscent of Lando's new attire, in the attire he had in Solo with the yellow. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she's going to be Lando's daughter. And yeah, guys, I'm kind of pumped. I'm kind of ready again. I'm kind of ready again for Star Wars. It's April. It's coming out in December, probably Christmas. This would say Christmas, but I'm not sure it's going to be exactly on Christmas Day. But I guess we'll see. But yeah, I'm super happy still. I'm super happy now. I'm like, okay, cool. This looks pretty good. Hopefully some of the other trailers get me even more hooked. But right now, it intrigued me, especially with the Darth Sidious. That was the main thing that got me like, oh crap, this can be something I wasn't even thinking about. Palpatine really could be Snoke, or he could have been controlling Snoke, or Snoke really could have just been just a bad guy that J.J. Abrams originally had planned to be the main bad guy, but Rian Johnson messed it up. So J.J. Abrams probably was like, okay, well, we'll just bring Sidious back to end it, to close the gap between all the 3 trilogies. But yeah, Darth Sidious, I'm super pumped on that. I'm also super pumped to see who is this Skywalker. What do they mean by the Rise of the Skywalker? Are they talking about Rey? Are they talking about these alien people like Thrawn's race outside of the outer regions coming in? Are they talking about a new Jedi Order? Are they talking about Luke? I'm hoping they're talking about Luke. I'm hoping Luke comes back in the flesh and is freaking beast, like that post from Boss Logic. If they can bring that post to life, Luke is in the flesh, floating, using the Force, dominating. That would be so amazing. That's what we wanted in episode 8, and we didn't get it. So hopefully J.J. Abrams bring that back for us. But yeah, guys, that's my quick thoughts on the new Star Wars Rise of the Skywalker teaser trailer. I'm super pumped. Also, too, if you made it this far, you should definitely go ahead and hit that like button and that subscribe button, because I will be talking about some Game of Thrones coming out real soon. I hope you're really ready for that. I'm really happy for some Game of Thrones. I may end up doing some live streams, dude, just talking with you guys. Also, too, I'll probably have my girlfriend too on some of those, so you can definitely hear 2 perspectives on that. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out here, and I hope that all of you have a great night today or tonight. And if you're watching this and then it's in the morning, I hope that you have a great full day today. Peace.